Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to my second day of playing Dusk Diver 2. A hidden gem, at least for me. A hidden gem of a game. Modern jRPG with an interesting story. Not the best story, but I've seen worse, let's put it that way. And it's decent, it's fun, and the combat system is very pleasant to play, especially once you get used to it. So I'll just continue where I left off yesterday. Wait, isn't it yet? Which is right at the beginning of chapter 3. And by the way, today I've released on my YouTube channel, you might want to check it, a video about upcoming games. I'm just gonna drop the link to anyone who was waiting for this video and hasn't seen it yet. Let me drop the link. There will be another video for upcoming games, but this is the one for the high profile games, in which I've included 7 games. So okay, now that I've done the shameless self-promotion, let's move on to the game. So we've got those big corporation people from Hesperia visiting us, and let's see why. They wanted to buy the shop and all sorts of other shops from this neighborhood. I wonder why. Something's fishy about those folks. It's fishy, that's all it is. Okay, wasn't talking much, trying to just read the text and stuff. So what will the third chapter be about, I wonder? Usually is a singularity. Interesting. Go back home. Is that where I'll be finally able to do certain things? The weapon upgrade maximum level in the... Okay, nice. Now I can upgrade my weapons some more. So they're at rank 3. Still can't control the mate and her weapon. Well, I still have no idea how to use orbs. Let's save, just in case. So my quest is go back home. But there's some side quests I wanna do. That's probably where we eat takeaway at our home. I still haven't been there, by the way. I wonder what it looks like.
Owner, 音楽フェスから戻りました。おかげさまで、オーナーマイク変だな。スピーカーも電源がつい。平日とはいえ。
So now we're controlling the young master.
オーナーのギターピック。そして次元の亀裂の残留へ店長に連絡を入れなければ。
So Betty is the mate of the guy that was just talking. Okay. Supply delivery, main story quest. That's fine, but as I said, I like doing some side quests before the main story. It's extra coins, or whatever the currency was called, and extra experience as well. Speaking of experience,
店長さんが吸血鬼扱いしちゃって。
let's do it that way. It's level 11 now.
そしたらバッヘは自分は菜食主義者だって怒ってたの。
Oh, and there's new pickup stuff.
ベティさんもそうなの？いえ、若と違ってベティは吸血種です。でも何でも食べます。
I wanna see that orange quest. Tum 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 tum. Okay, young inventor. The shock resistant ballpoint pen. Okay. Ballpoint pen and love. Didn't I just listen to the pushy salesman, I guess? And there's more than one pushy salesman to listen to. Did I buy the food here? Give you some experience for eating something for the first time. I think I've already eaten this. Would be nice if it tells me if I have already or not. We don't have currency. Need to make some currency. How do I get in there? I think something's wrong here, but maybe it's for later. Maybe it's a place I've already cleared. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Possessed. I wanted to do some fighting before I do more running around. Ah. Yeah. It's just me, it's all the monsters on me. I can't have a teammate to distract them when there's no support skills. Yeah, definitely need to progress the main quest a little bit so I can get a teammate to join me. So those fights could become quicker. That was my warm-up fight, I guess. We can look at it that way. Let's finish this side quest and then we can go and push the main quest a little. There's a possessed there, I won't touch it. There's a possessed here as well, I won't touch it either. Oh, and over there, man, 3 possessed. If I had a triple team, that would have been some good quick XP. So there's supposed to be a pushy salesman somewhere. Oh, I see it, it's here. I can't support the salesman because I don't have the coins to support them. Again, another one with shock resistant pen. I already bought one. Ah shit, he's possessed by a chaos beast. That was a short fight. Cleared. Another warrior's memory. I still have no idea how to use those. Like... how do we use it? Spend the bow in the level up panel. The experience. Sure, okay. Maybe I use it through here, but no, it doesn't say I use it through here. Like this. Now, that broken green quest I want to do, but there is an orange quest I want to finish. Gottes is back. Welcome back, Gottes. How's it going? I made a new video today, Gottes, about upcoming games. And a lot of those games are PlayStation games, so you might be interested in it. In fact, Babylon's Fall has a demo on PlayStation. If you have some time to play Babylon's Fall on PlayStation before the launch, which is on the 3rd of March, would be nice to hear from you what you think about it. The demo is not for PC, only for PlayStation, so I can't test it myself. But if you're willing to be my guinea pig and tell me what you think of Babylon's Fall, I would be very happy. You're saying from the games you're only interested in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. The only one you're looking forward to. Okay, I guess it's the only one that fits your taste. What about Babylon's Fall? Do you not like such games? In the likes of games like Godfall. That's the type of game it is. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a dodge roll simulator like Godfall did. You don't know it. There is a free demo. You can play a demo for free on PlayStation, but the thing is it's only for PlayStation, so I can't test it myself. And I was planning on doing some demos today, but I really didn't have enough time to look for demo games to play today. I was planning on playing this game tomorrow, this stream that's happening right now, and doing some demos today, but maybe I'll do the opposite. Maybe I'll find some demo games to play for tomorrow on Steam. The thing is, the next fest will be over. Today is the last day of the Steam Next Fest, but that's fine. There will be still some demos I can play even after the next fest is over.
旬の果物はいかが？
Bubble milk tea. We have that in my country, and I recently tried it for the first time, the bubble milk tea. It's very strange. But it also is nice, especially the texture. Okay, I think I've done the quests here. I'll skip that green quest because it seems broken. The quest over there. This quest. So I guess I should go for my main mission now. Yeah, check it, check Babylon's Fall, and if you like it, let me know. The launch is on the 3rd of March, but since the demo is free, I'm definitely gonna appreciate someone telling me what they think about the game after playing it on PlayStation. Since, as I mentioned, I can't play it myself, because I don't have a PlayStation. It reminds you of Dark Alliance. I think the closest it is to is Godfall. If you have played Godfall, that's the closest thing. I think this is gonna be the next Godfall, but hopefully it's not the next Godfall in terms of well, in terms of the bad stuff that Godfall didn't do right. Such as lack of some quality of life, like item rerolling and stuff, and proper crafting, and some basic functionality was missing. Godfall sucks, exactly. So this game could either be the next Godfall and fail, the way Godfall failed, because for me Godfall failed, at least it failed to deliver what I wanted it, what I was hoping it would deliver. And with the patches it became even worse. Some of the things became worse than before they got patched, and in general I don't like separating the end game in such a way where you need to do this end game for those things, you need to do that end game for those things, and you're forced to do certain things you don't want to do to get certain items that you need for other items, instead of everything dropping everywhere. But that was not the biggest problem with Godfall. There were so many other problems, including the performance and the lack of some quality of life, like mass salvage was missing at the beginning, and when they added mass salvage they added it in not the best way you could. And again, item rerolls, another thing that Godfall really needed. Turn items into materials, then use those materials to reroll your affixes. Then when they added new rarities of items and stuff, they completely fucked up everything. And then they reworked the dream stones to something that's much worse than before. But again, Babylon's Fall could end up like Godfall, or it could end up like the next super popular Wooter game that everyone ends up playing on PC and PlayStation. Time will tell which one of the two will be in the fate of the game. But after you've tested it, I would really love to know what you think about it. I wish I could test it myself, but it's expensive and I'm saving my money for Tiny Tina. I did sign up on a website called Rainmaker. Several months ago I signed up on Rainmaker and asked, there's a campaign where they're giving free keys to creators, to streamers for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but maybe my channel is too small for Gearbox to even look at it. And I probably won't receive a key. I'll wait until the very last moment and hopefully Gearbox would give me a key, and then I would be able to afford one more game. But ideally I would prefer that other game to be Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy, what was it called? Paradise of Stranger or something? Stranger of Paradise? Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. It's the first Final Fantasy game that I'm extremely excited about, and that's mostly because of the itemization system being different. So far games like Scarlet Nexus, like Tales of Arise, and a bunch of other jRPGs I've recently played that are modern, it was always like that. You fight for a few levels, you earn some items, and then that's it. Then you earn new items for the next few levels, but it's just item A, then it gets replaced by item B, and then by item C. Whereas with the new Final Fantasy, item A would be able to drop multiple times with different affixes, different stats for different classes, and synergies with different jobs. And based on how much synergy for a certain job your gear gives you, you unlock certain things for those jobs, certain skills, and that's nice. It's not just every single item having the exact same fixed stats, and once you get it you don't need it anymore, unless another hero needs it as well. Look at what? Look what? And I like that they're trying to go for a more modernized wood option nowadays with that new prequel of Final Fantasy. It went into my eyes. It's water, it's just water. If I wanna know what happens, listen, you buy the story mode upgrade for PlayStation 4, you played the story almost, you stopped, you buy PlayStation 5, then you were looking for the story wait, what do you mean by story upgrade? You're saying Knop, oh, for Godfall, that's what you mean, for Godfall. And 45 euro, what the fuck, you hate this company? Yeah, I mean, some of the things don't make much sense. Chris is back. How's it going, Chris? Welcome back. Where the waifu said. In this game there's a few. I think Final Fantasy will also have a few in the new Final Fantasy game this month. Chris saying commercials, be right back. Oh, shit, I forgot that the commercials are like that. I wish I could set it to every 2 or every 3 hours. Right now, the best I can do with commercials is every 1 hour, and the smallest duration is 30 seconds. It could be 30, 60, 90, 120 and so on. And it could be every 30 minutes, every 1 hour, but it cannot be more than 1 hour, which is strange. It would be nice if Twitch lets me do it better with commercials. So, Dragon Vein Energy Overload. Even weak enemies can become powerful when they're influenced by the Dragon Vein Energy and Ximending. Defeating them may be tricky, but it can sometimes result in a greater reward of Dragon Vein Wafers. Chris, I was saying I was saying that I've released a new video for upcoming games, for high-profile upcoming games. I'm probably releasing another one tomorrow or the day after, for the WoW budget games, for the WoW profile regular monthly struck list. Yeah, it's good that you're letting me know that the ads are ongoing, because I don't see the ads on my end. So I don't know exactly when they are happening. It would have been nice if there was some sort of overlay that lets me know that I can see while gaming. It would definitely be nice if Twitch makes an overlay or something. But I guess the ads are different for everyone. The ones that are right when someone joins. Which company? Gotta says, are you gonna trust this company? Gotas, which company are you talking about? You know that Godfall was made by Counterplay. Counterplay is the developers, the publishers are Gearbox. The publishers of Godfall are the developers behind Borderlands and Tiny Tina. But they are the publishers. And the company who made Babylon's Fall has nothing to do with Godfall. Babylon's Fall was created by Square Enix and Platinum Games Incorporated. So even though I say that it could be the next Godfall, I don't say that it's made from the same people. I'm saying it's just a similar game, very similar in terms of gameplay. So Babylon's Fall is just kind of like, it's hard to not compare the games. It's like not comparing Doom with Quake. It's gonna be difficult not to compare those games because they're very similar, or Unreal, the original, not the tournament. The same way Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament used to be kind of similar. But yeah, so yeah, Babylon's Fall has nothing to do with Godfall. And Godfall, by the way, as I mentioned, the publishers of Godfall are Gearbox Publishing, which are the creators of Borderlands and the Tiny Tina game. I mean, Gearbox are publishers of that Vikings game, what was its name? Asgardians, no, not as, what was the name? Midgardians, Tribes of Midgard, that was it. So another game that Gearbox published that I didn't like. I like the games Gearbox develops, but apparently from the ones they publish, I've been getting disappointed. But again, I'm really hoping that Tiny Tina's Wonderlands does not disappoint. In the worst case, if I get disappointed by the end game, at least I know I would have had a hell of a ride in terms of story, and I would complete the story with all 6 classes. And considering there's multiple classes and subclasses, there's a lot of options. I haven't done the maths of how many class-subclass combos there are, but considering there's 6 classes and each of those can go with the other 5, you do the maths. Keep in mind 6 times 5, it's not gonna be the real maths because some of them would be repeats. But yeah, I think it's around 20 something, 30 probably combos. Tiny Tina, $80. Well, on Steam for me it's a different story. But $80 is the full edition. Let me go to my Steam page for Tiny Tina. I'll actually share it on my screen. Just a moment, that's not the right screen. This is my Trovo screen. Oh shit, it's not on, my bad. It's on Epic Store. It's coming on Steam in 6 months, but this is, divide that by 2 and this is euro, so it's 60 euro or 75 euro. And this version is good because it includes 4 DLCs, and that's cheaper than Borderlands. Borderlands had $100 version or €100 version for the whatever the best edition was, which is actually the one I got when I was pre-ordering Borderlands. So this Chaotic Great Edition is at a reasonable price. And 75 euro in my region with this price in the Epic Store. By the way, if you buy some, probably the PlayStation versions are different. The PlayStation versions might be different in terms of pricing. That's why you're saying 80 bucks. Let me double check. Where was this? Where was it? So there is this edition, Next Level Edition, which is only for console. This is only for console. And that's the Chaotic Great Edition. And if you go Chaotic Great and we go PlayStation 5, this is... Ooh, divide that by 2. So yeah, that's 80 something euro. €1 is 195 Bulgarian level, so yeah, this is kind of... €89, so €90. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, to get excited about in this game. But this is only if you want the extra special edition. You can just get the basic one, and eventually, if you like the game, you will buy the DLCs separately. The other stuff is cosmetic. You get 2 weapons, but those weapons would probably be level 1 weapons, and you probably won't have a system to level them up. I hope that there is a system to level up guns and stuff, but most likely there won't be one such system. The Next Level Edition, yeah, this is an edition only for PlayStation and Xbox. As you saw on the Epic Store, it was excluded from the lists. Babylon Fall is exactly the type of game you do not want to buy on day one. But it is the type of game that if you have a PlayStation, you really need to download the demo now and play it before day one. The demo, the free demo on the PlayStation Store, I would have played it. If I had a PlayStation, I would boot it up and play that demo. But before buying it, that's my advice to PlayStation players. Babylon's Fall, wait. Try the demo. PC players, wait. Don't get it on day one. The game is not gonna disappear if you don't play it on day one. Even if you wait 2-3 days before getting it, it's not gonna be a bad thing. Because it's a risky purchase. It's just as risky purchase as Godfall was. Whereas with the Tiny Tina game, even if you buy it and pre-purchase it, you're in for a story. You're in for a decent story. You're in for some replayability, even if you don't like the end game, considering that there are 6 different classes and all the subclasses you can get by combining those 6 with each other. You can have a different playthrough, and even if you do 2, 3, 4, 5 playthroughs, you get your money's worth from the price of the game, even if you don't like the end game in the end. But hopefully you will. And with the new Final Fantasy game, again, I haven't been this excited for a Final Fantasy game. I'm finally super excited about the Final Fantasy game. I'll see if I'll be able to get it, considering I'm saving my money for the Tiny Tina game this month. You only do one playthrough and stop. Well, yeah, it's still probably gonna... If you're only gonna do one playthrough and stop, the base edition is not that badly priced for a game like the Tiny Tina game. By the way, why is it not letting me continue? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands with closed eyes. Yeah, it's that type of a purchase. I'll still wait because again I signed up for a campaign where they're providing keys to streamers and creators. And several months ago, last year, I signed up for the campaign for Tiny Tina for a free key. So I'll wait for the very last moment, hoping that they would give me a free key and save me some money. Big streamers, they don't need free keys, they earn plenty money, they can buy their own games, but people like me could definitely benefit greatly from a free key every now and then. Let's see. But yeah, I'll definitely try and make some content for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Mostly build videos, because that was what I liked the most to make for Borderlands 3. And in the next few days, after I'm done with the next upcoming games video, I'll start making some content for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. By the way, today they released a 20-minute gameplay video for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. You might want to watch this as well if you haven't. 20 minutes of gameplay footage. Got a set, says he hated Eva. What do you mean by Eva? Eva? Which Eva? I'm not sure what you mean by Eva. Oh, Ava! Was that the young girl from Borderlands 3? Oh yeah. Keep in mind I've only played the first expansion, or maybe the second, I can't remember. So I don't know how the story goes past the first expansion, past the expansion with the wedding. I think I stopped playing around the first expansion that increased the level cap. I think it was the one with the drug wards and stuff, gun wards or whatever, and the one with the wedding. Those are the expansions I played. One of them was free, the other one was paid, and wrong direction. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, I don't mind her either. I didn't mind Ava. In fact, I hated the bad guys. They couldn't compare to Jack. Troy and whatever the other one was called. They were not very convincing. In fact, the young girl sounded like a 40-year-old woman. That young streamer character, she didn't sound like one. She sounded like a mature 40-year-old woman. Tyreen, yeah, Tyreen. Many died, many people died, not just Maya. Lilith, Maya, This guy, I really liked the father of the bad guys. What was his name? The short guy, the short fella. He was my favorite character from the story there, in terms of voiceover and how he was delivering the dialogue. And he was just a very fun character. I forgot his name, but yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And I've always loved Quaptrap. Many people hate him, I love him as a character. Many people say he's annoying, I really like him as a character. The old one, the new one, both of them. But Tina is one of the best characters ever. And it's the perfect casting. It is the perfect casting for the character. Shohei is back. What's up, Shohei? Did you see my video? If yes, are you planning on testing Babylon's Fall on PlayStation, the free demo? I would be looking for Shohei to be my guinea pig and test Babylon's Fall, the demo, on PlayStation to tell me what you think about the game. Because there is no demo for PC. So if I get some people to test the demo and tell me what they think about it, I would be very appreciative of that. So Bachhead's fighting style focuses on precise control and skill combos. He's an expert in air combat and has many aerial SP skills to utilize. Press left and right precisely on hit to allow faster follow-up attacks and inflict the lacerate effect. So, transform the weapon into a guitar and create a sonic attack that inflicts the sound wave effect. Sound wave causes a sonic boom when applicable. In addition to causing damage over time, lacerate can also cause sonic boom damage to enemies when hit by an attack with the sound wave effect. Burst trait, rhythm. Under burst effect, precise combos will be automatic. Sonic boom related skills will do more damage. You're saying that the game is gonna be so awful, you already know it. The deaths are gonna be wood amateurs. My prediction is it's gonna be the next Godfall. But there is still a little chance that instead of the next Godfall, it might actually become a very good game that retains their player base. What about the new Final Fantasy prequel? Are you excited about it? Because I'm super hyped for that game, for Stranger of Paradise. Oh, I'm loving this one. I wanna try playing more with him. You're a fan of Souls games. What about Souls games? What is the common link between Souls games and what I was talking about? I'm kind of missing the link here, I'm not sure. Is Babylon's Fall considered a Souls game? Because last I checked, it was more of a Godfall style game, more of a looter game rather than a single player Souls game. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what this refers to. This comment about the Souls games. But I'm not talking about Final Fantasy 16. I'm talking about the prequel, The Stranger of Paradise, which is happening in the past. Ah, you're talking about Paradise. Well, what does Paradise have to do with Souls? Again, I'm not seeing the link between Stranger of Paradise and Souls, Dark Souls. Unless Souls does not refer to Dark Souls. And if that's the case, I'm not sure what it refers to. Because when someone says Souls, I immediately think of Dark Souls. Challenging game. Oh, that's what. Yeah, but it has different difficulties. It has story mode, it has hard mode, it has normal. So that Final Fantasy game would be a game that casuals can enjoy as well. Unlike Elden Ring, and Elden Ring has been a disappointment. It doesn't have difficulty options. It has terrible mouse and keyboard control scheme and design. If they made Elden Ring to work the way this game works in terms of controls, it would have been so much more enjoyable. Next level edition for Borderlands 3 costs $60. Yeah, right now. When I was pre-ordering the game, I paid $100 for the game and all 4 expansions. And again, from those 4 expansions, I played 1 or maybe 2 max. Technically bad on PC. I mean, performance issues aside, it's just badly ported for... I didn't have problems with the performance because I've read stuff before I played Elden Ring, how to optimize it, and I didn't see bad performance, and that's on a 7-year-old GPU. And I didn't even make everything to the lowest possible, so in this regard, it's not that bad. But again, other things such as mouse and keyboard controls, just it was very illogical in many ways. And in general, the game was completely bad in terms of mages. Mages being super nerfed and having that resource where you do 3 spells and you need to recharge. You have to carry those flasks. I like games like this one. See here, I can endlessly use my skills. They have a cooldown, so I can spam them. And I have a resource. That is SP, like mana, but not really. And SP needs to recharge, sure, but it automatically recharges after a while. So still, I can't spam my skills, it's balanced, it's not overpowered. This is more my kind of action combat. And if you look Kingdoms of Amalur, why couldn't Elden Ring be more like Kingdoms of Amalur? Kingdoms of Amalur has one of the best combat systems in terms of mages. It's not difficult to play a mage there. You're not completely nerfed to Oblivion like in Elden Ring. Was that all of them? Oh no, there's one more. But the best thing about Stranger of Paradise is the itemization. I'm gonna try and show you what I'm talking about. Just a moment. So basically, this thing, let me see if the image can become bigger. So maybe that's not the best place to show it. Just a moment. This one. This system with the gear you see how there's job affinity, and yeah, based on that job affinity you can improve certain skills. See, now Ronin affinity reaches 80% because he equips something with more affinity than his other thing, and now he gets a special effect, Ronin's Wisdom 3. And again, there's this equipment effect, so you can end up farming the same item over and over to get better rolls and affinity with better things, with better professions. Considering all the professions and all the differences in terms of gear, and the builds in terms of where was it? This one, where you have different builds based on the profession you wanna level up and different skills you can unlock. There's some good stuff to get excited about. See, new job warrior. Jobs required to unlock, total job points needed, this gives you Warcry actions, etc. I mean, this seems cool. This seems amazing for that Final Fantasy game. There's gonna be some nice build diversity in terms of items and skills and gear synergies with professions. And yeah, that's definitely a step up from games like what's its name? Tales of Arise and Scarlet Nexus. Comparing that to the gear in those games, it's an itemization system to get excited about. And then there's being able to play with 2 more people at the same time. Multiplayer, everyone controls a character, everyone gets their own loot. This is just lovely. Bringing co-op to a Final Fantasy game that is not the online version. Gotta skip saying arigato. Let's see. Okay. MRT station. Machine that can be used to create paths between the human realm and Ximending. Oh, and by the way, I've got a bunch of smaller games that I want to make a video about, as I mentioned, and there's around 13. But those would be on a separate video, obviously, because I can't fit everything in one video. So March has a lot of small games to get excited about as well. A lot of smaller games to get excited about. Let me see what's on my list. I think I need to open my browser to figure out which one was which. I remember the names, but not really that well. Where was it? Where was it? Where did I save them? I think it's here. I'm gonna show some games that you might want to look into. Small games. If you're looking for small indie games, this one is definitely something you might want to check out. There is a free demo. I might play it tomorrow, the demo of this game. Conan Chop Chop. A very cute casual game, roguelike, action roguelike. Definitely worth giving this game a try. I'll probably play the demo tomorrow alongside some other demos like this one, Hero's Hour. Hero's Hour. This is a very strange game. Very strange game, which again many people might enjoy, and there is a free demo, so if you have a PC you might wanna check it out if you like stuff like that. It's an auto battle though, so it's not for everyone. Then there's Hardcore. Hardcore. By Meta Publishing as publisher, which have been getting some stuff done lately in terms of publishing. So this is more of a zombie game, as you can see. Nothing too fancy, but again, some people might love that. Then there's So Ash, which again seems like a very weird game, and it fits well because it's weird in my regular upcoming Wooters game. But yeah, again, this is not for everyone, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people might enjoy it. Again, there is a demo for it. Then there's Core Keeper. Core Keeper, another thing that has a actually no, that's not a demo anymore, but another 2D art interesting game with online co-op, and yeah, this one might be fun. And then there's Ignited Steel Mech Tactics. Ignited Steel Mech Tactics. It has a free demo. Maybe tomorrow I could play this game's demo as well. We'll see how much time I've got left and how many demos I can try tomorrow. But yeah, this seems like an interesting one. And what was the other one? Distant Worlds 2. If you like 4X games, this one might be for those people who like 4X and space. And then there's Phantom Breaker Omnia, 2D fighter, which again, I'm normally not the one that plays 2D fighters, but this one has a demo. It seems fun. It has waifus. Chris was asking earlier where the waifu set. It has plenty of them in this game. Let's see. So yeah, and then there's this one, Tunic. Again, another very interesting looking game. Kind of voxel graphics or whatever. This doesn't seem like my kind of game, but I'll probably include it in that video. And then there's Itora. Again, doesn't seem like my kind of game, but I'll probably put it in the upcoming games video. It looks like it could be fun. It seems difficult to me though. And then this one, Shattered Pixel Dungeon. This one, for a pixel game, seems interesting. Again, another one that has a demo. Did we stop? Okay, we still haven't stopped with the march. See, there's a lot of little 2D and pixel art and not so pixel but still 2D art games. This one has a lot of wood, by the way. This one has a ton of wood. Immense amount of wood. And you can play it online. Uragan, another one with the, I mean, there's just, I'm surprised how many games there are this month. It's as if the last 2 months people were sleeping and in March they suddenly decide to wake up from winter slumber. This one seems like a very fun game to me, for a top-down twin-stick shooter. And then there's Weird West, another game published by Devolver Digital. And this one seems like a very fun one as well, but it's gonna be very story-rich, apparently. I've actually applied for a key for this game several months ago or some time ago from the Devolver Digital website. The rest are games for other months. I've got a bunch of games. I got like 20 more games that are coming in the next several months, which will come later in other videos. But yeah, those are some of the games that I think people should maybe check out if it seems like they're types of games. Okay, let me close this window. I wonder if I can squeeze them all into one video. I think that was 13 titles, maybe 15. So that's the machine. Right, let's return and see what the next quest will be. We still haven't started the big quest of this chapter. There's gonna be a big quest with the boss and everything. Yeah, Weird West seems overpriced. I think 20-25 euro is what they should charge for Weird West. It just seems a little bit too much for an indie game. Actually, it's not really indie because Devolver Digital were publishing, so they might not be a massive publisher, but it is a game with a publisher. But still, for a small studio game that's not a AAA title, 40 might be a little bit too much, whereas 24.99 could be a reasonable price and it could attract a lot of players. But Weird West is actually a very interesting game, and I think it has a lot to offer. Weird West, yeah, look it up. I don't think there is a PlayStation version though. I can check it in a moment from the Devolver Digital website. I always keep a tab open. I have like 100 tabs open in my browser, and one of those is the Devolver website, where I check if there's something new added every now and then. And I always try to apply for free keys. I never get free keys from them, but I always keep applying for games I think I would like. Let me check Devolver. This is the Devolver Digital website. Although you're not seeing everything. Okay, that's better. You should be able to see it now. So, Wizard with a Gun is another game. I keep a tab open and I'm waiting for a release date to be announced. This will be very fun. We still don't know when it's coming. It's coming in 2022. But Wizard with a Gun, from the Devolver Digital published games, I think you should look it up. Although this trailer doesn't show much gameplay. It's gonna be fun. Fun little game. I hope they price it well. And then there's where is it? Weird West. Shadow Warrior 3, by the way, another game that's by Devolver Digital in terms of publishing. Serious Sam, which I recently played, the new one published by Devolver. But yeah, Weird West, I think this trailer is maybe a different one. This is with developer commentary, and it I think shows more combat in this one. And there's also things like this, the character screen and then the itemization you can see. Weird West has potential to be a decent game. How it will turn out, I'm not sure, but the potential is there. I should probably sign up for a key for this game as well. Normally I click here and then somewhere out there's creators or something like that. I forgot where it was. It was somewhere on this website. Okay, let me switch this one off. But yeah, Wizard with a Gun, a little bit overpriced. But if I catch it on a discount, I might grab it. Because I think it will entertain us for a while. Okay, let's go with this game to the next checkpoint. Before that, I need to save. Wonder if I should level up the others. I need some experience, but I'm gonna focus on leveling up Yumo. Yumo. Side quest, perfect. Oh, Yusha again. Okay. Gottes, what's with the arigato? What's with the arigato spam? Oh, I think he says it every time after. I've just realized he says it every time after my bot writes something. The thing is, on the place where I keep track of the chat, I've blocked bot messages, so I don't see bot messages in between your messages. And I've just realized that you say this every time the bot says stuff. By the way, if anyone orders some of those new upcoming games for PC, remember, StrictTOF all capitals, my Epic Games creator code. Since there's a lot of Epic exclusive titles such as Tiny Tina's Wonderlands for PC gamers, I can get a little bit of a percentage from the profits. It's small, but it's decent-ish. Better than nothing. So yeah, if you don't have a favorite creator, I'm gonna shamelessly plug myself here. Gotte says, I have modded guns for Borderlands 3 over... that's not modded. I don't like the word modded here, because for me a mod is something like, for example, in Diablo 2 Eastern Sun. That's, for example, a good mod. This is cheated. It's pretty much a cheat gun. Sure, they've accessed the game files and modified some stuff, and technically they've modified this modded. But I'd rather call them cheat guns instead of modded, because modded makes it sound nice. It's fine to have mods if the mods are good and balanced, and if the mods are separated from the real game. Like in Grim Dawn, when you play with others, most of the time you can't play with people that are playing different mod than yours, or people who are playing the vanilla version. So mod support, this is what those games need to add: official mod support. That way, let modders play with other modders playing the same mod, but let vanilla players play with other vanilla players without anyone messing up their experience. That's how it is. Cheats are cheats. People can call them mods, but they are cheats. In fact, I had to download cheats to fix how people trolled me by cheating and leveling me up and increasing my guardian ranks, and I had to download cheat engine and use it to reduce my guardian rank to the way it was originally. I had to waste time because someone trolled me, and he was saying, I will level up your out, just log in and group with me, and I group with him. He kills a monster, and my out is level 1, from level 1 to level 50, no, from level 2 to level 50 in a single kill, but that also gave me a bunch of guardian ranks I didn't want. And I had to later on, after I was done playing for the day, look up how to fix it. Thankfully it was fixable, but it's annoying. It's annoying when cheaters do that in games, and it's annoying that Borderlands allows cheaters to do it online. I don't mind people doing it offline. For build purposes, someone might wanna copy paste their character and duplicate it and duplicate items and stuff, and just have different characters for extra storage and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. Use it in offline, and that's understandable. Over 9 million damage, or is that 90 million? And you can't beat the raid one. Install cheat to beat cheat. It's more like to undo cheat. To undo cheats, because with cheat engine, offline single player local storage games, it's easy to modify things. You pretty much scan the memory for something that has XYZ value, and then you sell something, or you do something if it's money, or you it's difficult, but there are ways to do it. But thankfully there are people who do that hard work for you, and you can just download their table, and then you know what to touch where. But I had to do a lot of research on this exactly for that specific purpose in Borderlands 3 when I got fucked up by a random person without him telling me ahead of time that he's gonna use a cheat. And it was on the official Discord channel of Borderlands 3, mind you. He was offering boosting services for free. He was saying, okay, I'm boosting people who want to join me, and that's where I found him. On the official Borderlands Discord channel, so I guess you can't trust people even there. It would have been nice if he said modding / cheating in brackets, so I know that it's that type of boosting. Because back then everyone was boosting with Grave Ward. Grave Ward is a boss fight, to those who haven't played Borderlands 3, and when the game first launched, Grave Ward was giving a ton of experience. And you can go and kill him in a few seconds, exit, log in again, kill him, exit, log in again, and that's how we used to boost people. So that's the type of boosting I was expecting, but then I get one shot boosted, one kill boosted from 2 to 50, and it was disappointing. Okay, we are finally doing the big mission of chapter 3, I think. Gotta says Bandai Namco, they gonna add anti-cheat engine for the cheaters duplicating items, modded items. For which game? For which game? Do you mean for Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy probably will store some stuff on a server when playing online. But that's Koei Temco, it's not Bandai Namco, it's Koei Temco. Tecmo, not Temco, Tecmo. And it's Square Enix, the publishers. Oh, for Elden Ring. I highly doubt that they would add some anti-cheat cheat engine. If they do it, that might only work in multiplayer, but people can then leave, go offline, duplicate and play as much as they want with cheats, and then go back online with that character. The only way to make it is to make the game online only, so even if you play solo, to have to log into a server, and many people would not like that in a game like Elden Ring. They would immediately start whining, why do I have to log in if I'm playing solo? But that's the best way to do it, to prevent people from cheating in an offline mode game. Ah, shit. Cool. Come on. I'm trying to mess around, play with the other characters, not just with the same one. This guy and the gal with the blonde hair, I haven't upgraded them a single time in terms of levels. Maybe I should give them some damage at least. Oh shit, he attacked from afar. Playing like never before. Gotta say, my friends are over level 100 for Elden Ring in level 30. Well, yeah, I guess it's their kind of game. I couldn't get past the first few fights in the game, because it was awful for my taste. And this again proves how different my taste is from your average Joe playing games. I have higher standards in games in terms of combat, itemization, skills and stuff like that. And it's how it is. I mean, I don't settle for mediocre based on my taste. What is mediocre for me might be the best game for others. And this one is a little bit above mediocre, but it's fun. I'm having fun. What's important for me is, am I having fun when I play the game? And sometimes I would play games for the sake of others, for the sake of you guys, as much as I can push myself to play those games. But the moment I stop enjoying it and it starts becoming a chore, I just can't go on. And that's how it ended up with Elden Ring. I tried to play it for the sake of others. It didn't work out much. I barely lasted an hour, and that's including like 20 minutes of character creation or whatever. But at least I could, at least I stopped before it was too late. Or they're using the duping method. Well, yeah, duping duping will exist in games with local saves. Until they move the saves to a server, people would be able to dupe and do all sorts of things. But this ruins the whole point of the game is to play it the way it's intended. The moment you start using cheats, you're not playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. And if they're enjoying it, sure, okay. Then they might as well go to Cheat Happens or whatever other cheat websites there are and just download the trainer and play that way if they're gonna start cheating in a game. Man, I need more damage. So.
パワー全開。とどろけ来年。とどろけ来年。いただき。当たれ。いや、おっつろ。
叩き切る。
そりゃ。いや、ダメだ。とどろけ来年。はっ。いや。とどろけ来年。いただき。いただき。いくぞ。
Shit, I still couldn't hit the monster with my ultimate. I never hit monsters with my ultimate. It's always a problem with the rotation of my character. I kinda smelt the wood. My wood sense was tingling and telling me check under the bridge. That's where people hide stuff. You beat Horizon Forbidden West. How was it? Did you enjoy the story? I still haven't played the first game of the series. Unfortunately, it's a PlayStation exclusive and it might be a year or two or more before it makes its way to PC, if it even makes its way to PC ever. Shit, I missed my combo now. Ah, fuck. Combo. Ruined my combo. Goto says I never liked this game. I don't know why. You're saying I highly recommend playing the first before Forbidden West. Okay, sure, okay. If I end up playing Horizon, I'll definitely try playing the first one. I'll see when. I can get it when I get a good discount on it during one of the sales on Steam, if it is on Steam. for the old one. I mean, Forbidden West, it will take us, as I said, at least a year, maybe more, before it even comes out to PC, if it comes out at all. And I sure as hell won't buy a PlayStation just for the sake of playing a game. You miss a lot of good conversations if you didn't play the first one. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So I won't know what they're talking about if I didn't play the first one. Is that what you're trying to say? GT7 released in one. What's GT7? Gran Turismo? Is that what you're talking about? Gran Turismo? GT? How do I use those items? There's some items that increase my experience, and I have no idea how to use them and when. Fuck, I still turned the wrong way. Okay, we got this. Big fight. Itadaki. Yamada. Racing and struck, that's two things that don't mix well together. Probably one of the main reasons why I still haven't even tried getting a driver's license. Because I suck at PC racing games, so I assume I probably would be better at driving IRL. Maybe that's not gonna be the case, but I'd rather not gamble with mine and other people's lives when in a vehicle. Although if I drive with the maximum allowed speed, it shouldn't be that bad. even if I end up in an accident, but it's not like I really urgently need to drive. Cool. I wish there would be a healer character so I don't have to use consumables for healing. You paid the teacher or bribe for good explanation. Yeah, you can. There are ways to buy a driver's license in my country, and the sad story is a lot of people actually do it. They buy driver's licenses by paying the instructors and paying the examiners and stuff like that. And that's why there's so many accidents with people that did that. I don't want to be one of those people. That's fucked up, but yeah, bribing and stuff, corruption in small countries like mine, where the salaries of people in charge of that are not that high, obviously, and the punishment is not that high. So corruption exists in a lot of countries like that. I mean, corruption exists in all sorts of countries, especially with high-ranking officials that are getting extremely greedy. It happens in big countries like Korea and Japan all the time. That's why in their dramas they always try to do something like that. It happens in countries like the US, it happens in Germany, in other Central European countries. Corruption happens. I don't think there's a way to completely eradicate it, because there's always going to be greedy people, and there's always going to be people willing to pay those greedy people. The same way pay to win. Developers won't stop making pay-to-win games until people stop playing and paying such games. Pretty much the same principle. That's how it is. Driving can kill people, indeed. Driving without knowing how to drive can kill people. And not just driving, there's other things that can result in people dying if someone pays their way through, such as building permits and then building inspections if the building is not made properly. And what pay to win does, it kills people's souls. It doesn't kill people, it kills people's souls. So, not the same, but there's still victims. It's not a victimless crime when you're paying developers for pay to win. Or pay for quality of life. There we go. There we go. Although in my country there are instructors, driving instructors that intentionally fail X% of the people taking the exams, so that they can return and retake the exam and pay again. Even if you do 99% good and then there's that one little percent when you missed the smallest detail that won't result in an accident or a person dying, but they would just try to fail you for that. I heard cases of such things happening. As for the written exam, I'm not sure how it was, but I think you could have one or two mistakes or something like that from the photo. I think it was a point-based, and you could have a few points missing from the written exam. You don't need to have a perfect 100% for it. But yeah, in my country there's two exams. One for theoretical written exam, and then there's the practice exam. And you have to pass both of them. If you fail one, you can retake just the one you failed. You don't have to retake both of them. Unless things changed. Yeah, in my country you have to go to driving school to an instructor, and you have to do X amount of hours. You can do it in a week, you can do it in a couple of weeks, you can do it in a month. I don't know the exact number. I could ask my brother and maybe he can tell me if he remembers, or I can Google it. But you need to drive for X amounts of hours with an instructor in those driving cars, driving instructor cars with the second wheel and stuff. So you have to do that, and after that there is a written exam, and then there is a practical exam. Let's see. Yeah, there is a curriculum you have to finish. That one as well. You have to go to our traffic police agency or whatever it's called, and you have to go to some lessons there, which are mandatory as well, where they teach you about signs and traffic walls and stuff like that. And you can also keep learning at home from the booklet that goes along with that. So the mandatory classes are two types: driving classes and that curriculum classes for the traffic walls and stuff. Power 2 and metabolic 1. Oh, I love this one. Oh, that's some good wood. I like this wood. Work 1. Is there something better than work 1? Work in endurance. I think I need to level up someone first. This guy needs 3 levels. I don't think I've got enough to give him 3 levels, but we'll see.
少し強くなったか。
You can't use some of the other skills I've unlocked. So let's try and replace this maybe first. Power 1, 29 defense. I don't have anything better. This is a Wok 1, 22 defense. I can maybe give it a Wok and endurance. Or get power and met and reduce the Wok. Maybe that's the better option. Endurance 1, but with do I give him endurance? Less defense but more endurance. Why doesn't his HP change? Or the damage reduction? Endurance work, he's gonna lose stamina, which means losing HP. Oh, that's where we use orbs, in orb slots, but I need to make orb slots. How do I put orbs? This seems to have a slot. Oh, F, this is how we do orbs. Aha, now I get it, how to use orbs. So it's a socket system. I was wondering how to use them. To strength. Could I change to strength for something else? Let's go back to my main and maybe socket this with attack power. There we go. Okay, now I know how to use orbs, which it was bugging me not knowing how to do it. Shoki says, I know a girl been trying to get the license for 6 years now. Oh shit. How does she fail? Does she fail on the practical driving or does she fail in the written exam? I'm assuming since you mentioned earlier about failing the written exam, that's where she fails. You just need them to pass the exam in your opinion. Okay. But again, maybe it's just something from that exam that she just can't remember. Is she really that stupid? I mean, maybe it's just something that she can never remember. Maybe it's always the same thing she doesn't remember. Who knows? You know her better than me, so I can only speculate what could be happening. It's not a laughable matter, but I can't hold myself not laughing when something like that happens. But not everyone has the best memory, and some people can easily remember some things, but then give them something specific like that, like the driving exam stuff, and they can struggle to remember it. I mean, I can remember a whole 3-hour play, and I can remember the lines of a 3-hour play, but make me study some physics and mathematical formulas, I can never remember those. So yeah, everyone has their limitations regarding some things. So yeah, I can remember hundreds of pages of dialogue, of plays, of acting stuff, but when it comes to maths and physics and formulas and stuff like that, I just can't remember those. When it comes to geography and stuff like that, sure. You don't remember what you ate for dinner. You're not supposed to remember what you ate for dinner every single day. Don't cluster up your memory with unnecessary information. But you remember what you do in Elden Ring. Yeah, I remember what I've built in Torchlight 3 and in some other games I've played. But I don't remember certain other things. That's how it is. Everyone has things that they're excited about that they remember much easier than the things they're not excited about. So if you trick your brain into thinking that you're excited about driving classes, even if you're not excited about them, about those traffic walls, maybe you might end up remembering it easier. You need to make your brain think you're a traffic wall otaku. If your brain thinks you're a traffic wall otaku, maybe it would be easier to remember it. Let's see. But again, not being able to remember something, I wouldn't call that stupid. For me, that's not being stupid. I think it's much of a harsher word. But yeah, I understand what he meant by saying that.
なら入れないってことか。前は運よく通れるゲートがあったな。とりあえず近くで確認してみよう。
Can I tell you what Stranger of Paradise is? It's a Final Fantasy prequel, a game that is set before Final Fantasy 1. It's a game, it's a Final Fantasy game, but the action, the premise is before the original first game. So prequel. It's like The Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3, but then you have The Hobbit, which happens before Lord of the Rings 1. Or it's like Star Wars Episode 1 that came out after Episode 4, 5 and 6, but is happening before that. And Episode 1, 2 and 3, if you remember. The second trilogy happened before the first trilogy. Yeah, it is definitely interesting. It's a good way of handling the game, I think, the franchise. And it looks much more fun than the last Final Fantasy in terms of itemization and stuff. They've improved. The thing that those games really had not so great of, which is itemization. Well, Tiny Tina, let's not overhype ourselves for Tiny Tina, because we don't want to overhype ourselves and then end up getting disappointed. We need to be moderately hyped with moderate expectations. For this month you got Elden Ring. Yeah, for next month we'll see. Thankfully Tiny Tina is kind of at the end of next month. So if for whatever reason Gearbox decides to be Santa come early, and give me a free key from that Rainmaker campaign I signed up several months ago, then I might end up getting another game instead of Tiny Tina if I get the Tiny Tina one for free. And that one game probably will be Stranger of Paradise. Probably, we'll see. It's been very slow in my channel, especially February. This February has been the lowest earnings I've made a month from my YouTube channel ever. Let's say the month when Torchlight 3 launched, which was October 2021, I made 6 times, 5.7 times roughly of what this February has made me. And let's say this February I'm making 60% of what I made December or January, because it's been very slow. But I didn't have much builds to make because I didn't have a good game to keep me playing for long. Torchlight Infinite was utter disappointment, staining the name of the franchise, in my opinion. Considering how bad the end game is and how bad the cash shop is, and how bad the balance is. I was hoping I could make some content for Torchlight Infinite, but nope. LX2 coming tomorrow. I would want to play it, but again, limited funds. I might get it, I might not get it. If I get a good deal, it will be nice.
大丈夫？それにどうして僕の名を？僕は
Is he from the future? Is that us from the future? Okay, shit got real. We can continue this conversation after the boss fight.
どうしてこんなことをするの？あっちら！そうやって頑張るのね。出てこい！じゃ仕方ないわね。あっちら！驚けないね。
No! Okay, never mind. I thought she was far away to hit her. She got real, yeah.
あれ？あの子がいないわ。
When shit gets real, we put a break on the conversation for a moment. Stop!
何がどうなってるの？
She escaped. Okay. We can now complete the conversation, I guess. Shit is no longer real. Shit is fake now. Let's see. But yeah, LX2, again, if I get a good bargain, if I find it discounted, a reasonable price, maybe I can get it, or I can get it and play it for the first few hours. We'll see. But LX2 is definitely something I'm excited about and I really want to play. But gaming on a budget is not easy. Outriders, yeah, another game that was a huge disappointment and letdown, that I was hoping would be my permanent home for making builds. The story was good, I enjoyed the story and playing through the story, but when I saw the end game and how certain things work, it was immediate uninstall. If only I could refund Outriders whenever I'm in need of cash. But I couldn't imagine that they can fuck up the end game in such a bad way.
いやだからお前さんが何言ってるのか本当にわからないんだが。
だからてめえの店の女がよ、うちの姉さんによ、随分と舐めた真似してくれたな。姉さんは寛大なお方だよ。あいにくだ。
Voice acting in this game is top notch.
そんな なこと俺に言われて
Endgame was bad. I mean,
まずは落ち
it
着い
was
てゆっくり話そうよ
it was devoid of user experience, quality of life. The end game.
なんだか騒がしいね。一体どうしたの？
The expeditions themselves weren't bad, but the way they were handling them were bad. The way it was handled as a single player map. You die, you start over from the beginning, you get wood at the end, which sucks. That means if you don't complete it, you're fucked. You still get some wood if you don't complete it. But again, there's ways to do it better. There's ways to have checkpoints. Look at the raiding in Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3. It was similar. If you die, you kind of are fucked. You have to start over. But at least there were some other things there, and you could get drops in the beginning. I'm not saying I liked raids in Borderlands 3. I hated raids in Borderlands 3. It was the worst type of end game there, because when you die, it's over and you can't respawn and continue from a checkpoint. Outriders did something nice, and that was letting me level up items from one level to the next depending on how far I have unlocked certain things. And it also had some interesting rerolling system itemizations. In general, the itemization system was good in Outriders. The build diversity was nice, but the balance wasn't. But yeah, the endgame experience and the quality of life in that endgame was kind of shitty. And the rewards based on participation and stuff, it just wasn't the right way to do it. I've got my 5 endgames designed, and I'm standing behind those ideas, and if I find a game that has my ideas for endgame in them, I would play the hell out of it, even if it's just 1 or 2 of those ideas. But if they're executed the way I imagined it, it's definitely nice. In terms of itemization, I think I've also got a very good idea with the way I've thought of things. Okay, he wants some food. I had to make him earn it. He did a little bit of a dancing in front of the camera to earn his food. Let's give him some. Wait. Don't rush. He's rushing to eat before I have finished giving him food. Oh, okay. So tomorrow I'll probably be busy preparing, maybe making the video for upcoming games in March, the second video. If I can't make it tomorrow, I'll make it the day after tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll probably do some demos. Maybe 4 or 5 demos in a single stream. If I can't make the video on time, I'll leave it for the day after, but I'll start to prepare. I have to After Effects some stuff, and then I have to voiceover, and then I have to put some footage to the voiceover. Why is she a fish? When did she turn into a fish? I like that sentence, it sounded nice. Let me save. Ah, she transformed. Apologize. But yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised from this game. It's fun. In one word, that's the word that best describes this game, especially the combat. Oppai! Oppai! How was big? Was it Sugoi? Was Sugoi big? I forgot. I knew the word, I think I forgot it, but... Let's see. Whenever I remember of Oppai, I always remember Saitama's Oppai t-shirt. What happened with One Punch Man? Why is there no next season? One Page Man, I guess, since the manga literally sometimes has been a single page per chapter. One Page Man. But looking at the old One Punch Man manga and the new one, the guy definitely has improved his art. And I haven't read it in a couple of years. I have so much to catch up on if I only remember up until when I've read. I wonder if I should stop now at the beginning of chapter 4. I guess we just did chapter 3 today for this stream. Maybe I can start the beginning of chapter 4 for like half an hour or something. Today I ate before, right before streaming. Yesterday I didn't know that this game can make any person super hungry. So today I ate a burger called The Road to Hell. Very spicy, extremely spicy burger. Just the way I like it. Right before playing this game. So yeah, when playing this game, make sure you don't play it on an empty stomach, because all the food that they sell in the game, seeing those nice looking art pictures, whatever, it will make anyone hungry. But this is probably not the last time I'm playing this game. I'm kind of determined to maybe play some more of it. Although again, tomorrow I'll probably play some demos. Even though the Steam Next Fest ends today, I'll make a Steam Next Fest stream. With the Steam Next Fest logo of some of the demos that came out recently of some of the games. Iron Oath is another game that has a demo that I really want to try. Dusk Diver, okay. DD, double D. Pium, pium, pium. Pium, pium, pium. Oh, there's a quest from the mate. Fruits and ninjas. A mate, a ninja dressed up as a mate always gets me. And she has a bunch of bats as elements of her costume. Okay, fruits and ninjas, subquest. Still don't know how to eat takeaway. In this game we're supposed to have a home where we can go, where we can eat takeaway that we buy. I still haven't reached that part of the game. I have no idea where and how to activate this. The same way I have no idea how to activate some items, the ones for extra XP. Like if I go to battle prep and I go to items, this one, how do I? I don't know. See, those items I can click and decide where they go, because they're battle items. Ah, that's how we eat. Okay, I don't need to be at home, I can just eat it from here. Man, they look so tasty. Candied tomatoes. The first time I'm even hearing that something like this exists. Cut cherry tomatoes with candied fruits in between. Even children that dislike tomatoes are obsessed with this. I love cherry tomatoes. I can eat so many of them without ever getting tired of it. There was one thing I wanted to eat, I'm not sure which one it was, maybe. Okay, now I have experience to level up. Let's save.
熊の置物のくせに生意気にもアニメイトの常連なわけ？
本人がイケてない場合はどうなんだ？
足を踏み入れた回数で言えば。
They're saying the animate store is right across the street, really?
確かヤーロー店の先だよね。
Should we get some possessed people and fight them?
そこだ
I missed my combo, that was too fast for me.
いただき
There's a pickup here. Where is the pickup? Ah, I see. It's all the way up here. BP dolls, pills. Okay. So we have to buy manga for the otaku schoolgirl. Cross the road. Not on the right side yet, shit. Did I end up in the wrong place? Oh no, this time is the right place. One of those quests. Again, a quest with pushy salesman. Okay. Where are the rest of them? There's one. I think one of them is over there. She's very happy about someone who has just lost 2 boxes of fruits. Look at that face. Pretty cheery.
こんにちは。
So we have to eat all of that. And then she'll give us some rewards. Where do I need to go next? There we go, he's possessed. Ah, shit.
ベーダで落ちろ。吹っ飛べ。たらへや。やっと。たら。せや。はっへや。とどろけないね。いただき。
Itadaki!
当たれ。落ちろ。いただき。
And again. Oh fuck. Now what? Cleared. Science and Love subquest. XP orb. Again, how do I use those things? Well, actually the XP orb is an orb. This one I know how to use. Sorry. Any more quests? Maybe I should go safe now. Only my main quest is left. What's there? Something to pick up. That must be some strong fart. Look at the wind she's making behind her. Must have had a lot of Tabasco and beans. Wait, I'm in the wrong place, I think. I think I'm done for today. 13 minutes past midnight. Thanks everyone for watching, for stopping by again. You can end up checking out my video if you haven't watched it for upcoming high profile games for March. And tomorrow or the day after tomorrow there will be another one with smaller, mostly 2D games from mostly small studios. Keep it cool. Until next time, thanks for stopping by and goodbye.